Hey, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Angie and this is Our Contented Home. Today's video is all about DIY. And if you saw my last video, it was a thrifting haul and I just showed you what all I picked up at the Goodwill on my trip out of town. And so in that video was a basket that I bought, and it was just a plain basket. But I wanted to add some personality to it, and I wanted to just share that tutorial with you in case you wanted to do that to your basket. So here's my inspiration, and I love these baskets. I think they are so beautiful. But I just took a plain thrift store basket and I just added numbers to the front of it to give it a little more personality. I love numbers, and all the numbers in my house mean something to my family. 31 on this basket is my husband and I were both born on the 31st of the month. So 31 means a lot to us. I'm going to show you how to do this in case you're wondering, and it's an easy DIY. You can do it in just 30 minutes, maybe, if you've got all the supplies. So here we go, and I hope y'all enjoy. This basket is cute the way it is, and you could leave it that way and just stick you some florals in it, or a nice blanket in it, or a scarf, or anything like that. You could change it for the seasons. But I want to do something to give it a little more depth and dimension. So I'm going to stencil some numbers right on top of it. So y'all enjoy. So for this DIY, you'll want a ruler, paint, and I've got licorice in folk art, and I'll link some in the description box below for you. I've got my cutting machine, and if you don't have a cutting machine, it doesn't matter. You can just buy stencils, and I'll link some of my favorites in the description box below. A cutting pad if you have your machine, and then a cartridge, and I'm just cutting out on cardstock today. So I take my stencil down, I take my paint, and I just put a little bit on tin foil because I don't have a paper plate. And then I just use these little sponges. I have one of those pounce brushes, but I can't find it, so I'll just use this. And I'll put a link in the description box below for the pounce brushes, the stencil brushes. So you just put a little paint on your sponge and then just dab off the extra, because you don't want big globs of paint on there because it'll bleed. And then you just pounce it on. And this is not going to be perfect because the stencil is not on it real tight. But I don't want it perfect. I want it to look like one of those old French baskets with the numbers on it. So we're not going for perfection. But you could put your stencil on and you know, tight, and then do it perfect. leave a comment below and let me know which way you like the basket style best. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new to my channel, I would love if you would hit the subscribe button, and you can also find me on Facebook and Instagram at Our Contented Home. See you next week. Bye-bye.